to a 30-minute time limit. Introducing in this corner, 246 pounds from Tennessee, Dave Schultz. His opponent in this corner, 232 pounds from Mississippi, Tommy Rogers.
All right, you folks in Bellingham, Everett, in that area, if you belong to a school group, church group, fraternal group, civic organization of some kind, any kind of a nonprofit organization, charitable group, and you would like to raise some money, well, I'll tell you one of the best ways is to help to sponsor a big-time wrestling card in your area. There are a few things you have to do, but they are minimal for the amount of money you can make. If your members do a little work selling tickets, you can make a pretty good amount. So get ready to take a phone number down here in a minute. I'll give you the phone number to call for information. And please, when you write this down, remember regular business hours Monday through Friday from 9 until 5. No calls on Saturday or Sunday, please. The number to call is Dave Schultz goes to work on Tommy Rogers. Start our first match. Area code 206. You probably won't need that, will you? Because that's in your area of Western Washington. 686-3085. That number is down in Southwest Washington. 686-3085. There are some good open dates left. There are some great things happening, such as the women wrestlers coming to the Northwest in June, including the tag team champions of the women's wrestling world. We'll have you more information on that next week or two. But especially in the Bellingham and Everett areas, if you'd like to put on a card, call in your area code. I think it is. It's area code 206 anyway. 686-3085. 686-3085. That's Big Time Wrestling offices in Southwest Washington. Get more information. Dr. D, Dave Schultz, working on Tommy Rogers. Schultz from Nashville, Tennessee. Rogers out of Hattiesburg, Mississippi. Well, the heavyweight champion of the world has been here, Ric Flair. Andre the Giant was in some barn burners while he was here in the Northwest. Now the women wrestlers are coming in. The heavyweight champion of the British Isles is here. 230-pounder Chris Adams, who's a real mover. Dr. D is making his presence felt. He's in the ring right now against Tommy Rogers. Rip Oliver, Ripper the Crippler, he calls himself. He and his friends, Borne and Hogan particularly, are trying not only to win matches, but deal out injuries wherever possible. Oliver sort of taking over where Buddy Rose left off as far as that goes in that regard. His last victim was Larry the Axe Hennig in a match against father and son Larry and Curt Hennig. Larry Hennig suffered a concussion and has had to drop wrestling for a while. He returned to his home in Minnesota. Sandy Barr's the referee. Dr. D from Tennessee, Dave Schultz. Working the side headlock, getting ready for the suplex. Yes. Nails him. I do believe this is the best 2 out of 3. 1, 2. Flail kicks out of it. Frank Bonema calling the action. KCPQ, Q13. And the Puget Sound area, signal bopping all the way. Up into Canada. Down into, I think, Longview, Chehalis, Centralia, that area. Sheldon, we're coming your way. Incidentally. Shelton, excuse me. Tommy Rogers coming back. And before he can get it started good, Dr. D, Dave Schultz, in his eye and face. The whip on Tommy Rogers. Catches him with the clothesline. That arm extended straight out. The party's over for this first fall, I would think. And I would be right. Dave Schultz.
Dave Schultz.
That's right, baby, and everybody's gonna know the doctor when I get through. You just seen what I did out here. If it's the best you got, baby, you better line up other people. You better go out here and put an ad in Wrestling News or something. You better bring in all the heavyweights, baby, because I'm here to take care of business. You know what I mean? I'm here for all of them, baby. I beat them all up and down the road somewhere. I ain't found nobody can beat me, and it ain't nobody here that sure can beat me. Now, you know, everywhere I've been, I've always put the city on the map, baby. I've always put the state on the map. Everybody recognizes it. They give them more money. They raise the unemployment rate. They give everybody more jobs. You know what I mean? That's the reason they bring me here, baby. I'm going to win the world's title, and I'm going to bring it to the Northwest. I'm going to bring it here where all you rednecks can see it, where you people will respect somebody, where you'll have somebody to look up to. You know, ever since I've been a little boy, I looked up to somebody. I look up to the Lone Ranger, baby. I look up to Superman. I'm going to be just like them, baby. You're going to say the doctor. Dr. D, Dr. D. Every time you open your mouth, the doctor's going to roll out. Because I'm going to be just like the Lone Ranger, baby. You know I love the Lone Ranger, baby. He's my man. He's my favorite man. You know what I mean? So all you people just keep your TV sets on, sit there and look at me, and get one close look. All you hungry women out there, you beautiful women, if there's any of you left out there.
That's Dr. D, David Schultz, if you will. He calls himself Doc. I believe if you tune in at regular time, you'll be seeing the Indianapolis 500 parade live. We're being moved that day for one time only anyway. Chris Adams, heavyweight champion of the British Isles, starting a campaign here in the Northwest. Tacoma, Longview, Yakima, Centralia, coming your way. And most of those cards that I mentioned, the women will be on hand. We'll tell you more about that later. Schultz won the first fall on Rogers. Tommy T.R. Rogers from Hattiesburg, Mississippi. Gonna have to come back to win a fall to even it up. Rogers getting a pretty good shot here in a main event. What amounts to a main event for a sellout crowd. We've got a special match after this 2 out of 3 fall. And I tell you, it'll be a barn burner. I just will tell you to stay tuned and find out. Dr. D insisting the trunks were pulled. What a spring this has been, huh? Ric Flair, the most colorful of the heavyweight champions in the National Wrestling Alliance, world title holders, has been in the Northwest and nearly lost his title a couple of times. Tried to go underneath, grabbed the rope, but he lit wrong and hit his head on the knee of Dr. D. Tommy Rogers rolls him up. 1, 2, 3. A quick move by Young. Back on the second with a match, and we'll tell you more about that next week. But there's usually we come into Seattle every other Wednesday is the way the schedule usually runs, but occasionally we get 2 in a row on a big-time show, and that's what is happening coming up here at the end of May, early in June, so keep that in mind. But don't forget the stretcher match. Oh, tell you, I'd like to get up and see that one myself. That's on my birthday. Maybe you can get 6,000 of you fans sing me happy birthday. Sellout crowd at the sports arena looking on. The man who's trying to out Buddy Rose, if you will. Right there, Dr. D. Rip Oliver trying to do about the same thing. Oliver say he's gotten well, he's always been aggressive, so I don't say he's more aggressive. Maybe louder. Buddy Rose is gone. He's his own spokesman now, and he says what he is going to do, and so far he's gone out and gotten it done. The bell rings, and we're going to get us a winner here in our main event, Tommy Rogers. A young man from Mississippi, just happy to be in a main event, would be really happy. Spinning around on the toe hold. If he could be the man of Dr. D's caliber. David Schultz, frequently among the top 10 heavyweights in the world by the NWA rankings. And if Rogers could take him here, oh, what a feather in that young man's cap. And this is a 2 out of 3 full match, but don't go away. We've got a standby, and I mean a barn burner standby. Rogers, knee drop to the knee. A couple of them on Dr. D, then the toe hold. Working the outside toe hold, applying the pressure on Dave Schultz. And if you care, it's S-C-H-U-L-T-S. Spells it with an S and not a T, not a Z. Check that. Dr. D laying back under breast against the pressure of the hold a little bit. Get a count of 2 on him. Tommy Rogers working on the left leg. Now Dr. D kicking off. Going right after it. Schultz taken off the ropes by Dr. D. He's back to that left leg again and the outside toe hold. This match is all even at a fall apiece. Frank Bonema calling the action for you on Big Time Wrestling. Remember, if you hear about wrestling anywhere in the Northwest, from Canada on down to California, on the West Coast, the only Major League Wrestling is Big Time. It's the only wrestling affiliated with the National Wrestling Alliance. It is the Major Leagues. Congratulations, belatedly, to Gaylord Perry on win number 300. Figure 4 leg lock. Pretty good hold, but the doctor, a good close-up of Dr. D was in the ropes. Break is called for. Sandy Barr, the referee. Shot to the midsection, up above. Turnbuckle treatment. Tommy Rogers, and what a following of young females this Mississippian has, as you might guess. Good-looking young man. I'd also figure he and Hacksaw Sawyer from the same general area of the country, down south. Very good friends. Work with each other a lot in the gym. Sandy Barr giving a warning to Schultz. Not rules violations. He denies that he's done anything at all untoward. Young Mississippian up on the apron, pulled through the ropes. Dr. D taking him and slamming him over the top ropes and into the front row across the way. He went all the way into the laps of some of the fans, and they're about 10 feet away from the ring. We got a very special treat coming up for you. Opportunity to talk to the most recognized athlete in the world before he leaves. We're going to have Andre the Giant up to give you a farewell interview. 7 feet 4 inches tall, 500 pounds plus. Oh, body slam on the concrete. Oh, Tommy Rogers body slammed on the cement floor. Sandy Barr hot. He's warning him about a DQ, but he hasn't DQ'd him yet. Rogers is up. He's woozy and wobbly, but he's walking. Rogers working on the doctor on the apron of the ring. Going to work. Tommy Rogers on Dr. D, trying to pin him. They're close to the ropes, but he's able to use hair to get him off. Rogers a roundhouse right. Second Dr. D out of the corner, catches a kick. Dr. D caught him in the solar plexus, planted one good. D going about 260. He's a big fella. And not carrying any of it in fat. Elbow. Check that. Forearm smash. Well, maybe he hit him with a fist. Sandy Barr's warning it looked like a forearm smash. Over the top rope again. Tommy Rogers thrown out of the ring. Now Dr. D threatening the referee. Sandy Barr said, let it go. Make it your best shot. It's going to cost you plenty. And if you don't put me away, I'm coming back with mine. Dr. D, and we've got a match yet to go. Whip on a reverse, and the leg hit the turnbuckle. Schultz's leg, he was going down the knee, caught the turnbuckle. Drop kick. Schultz goes down, could be it. What a win for, would have been a win, a great one. For Tommy Rogers. He still got his man in trouble. Went after him with a flying body press and missed. I don't know if Schultz got out of that. I think that was more reflex action than anything. Schultz coming with the elbow and nails him. The elbow drop on young Rogers. Rogers had him in trouble. Nearly had the match won. The doctor. He's out of town, but we got this opportunity to talk to him. Not only the most recognized athlete in the world today, but one of the most successful and, in my book, one of the most popular. Andre the Giant. Andre, good to have you again in the Northwest.
Thank you, and I'm very happy to come back in Washington State because I wrestled here many times, and I have to say I'm sorry of the people because I don't have the chance to come here so often, but I'm very happy to be here.
Now, you frequently going to Madison Square Garden. Can you give us any idea what kind of thrill that is? You sell the place out in Madison Square Garden. That must be a real thrill.
Yeah, every time we go in Madison Square Garden, there's 23,000 people in there. There's lots of people. I know you got that TV from New York from
right.
I know the people see me in there, but I like to show to be here myself. I don't want to see me on TV like that. I want to make the people happy.
A lot of a lot of people, of course, have not yet had the opportunity to see, and we don't know. You're doing very well. Do you expect to continue wrestling for a few more years?
Oh yeah, I'm not ready to quit yet. I'm traveling almost all over the world, and I want to do it again for maybe 10 or 12 more years. I do it for 18 years already, but I'm still in good shape and not old enough to quit yet. And I like to find a guy, some of the wrestlers who finally, someday, will make me quit or beat me right in the middle of the ring. That day, maybe I quit.
That day has not yet come. In fact, nobody's ever come near him. I might just explain to you that although I'm built quite a bit differently down here, I stand 6'3" and weigh 260 pounds. So that gives you some idea of the size of this man. And not only is it really a thrill to see you in action, but it's always good to visit with you. Andre, thank you very much.
I'll just see you again, and many times.
Thank you. That's Andre the Giant. And you might say Andre the Gentleman Giant, if you will, because he is a gentleman. Until you get his ire up in that ring. And then, as those of you who have turned out for the big-time wrestling cards know, he turns into a not-so-gentle giant. Andre the Giant. When he goes into Madison Square Garden, they sell out the garden. And then there is Felt Forum, which is next to it, and I'm not sure how many thousand that holds. But they usually sell out the Forum to watch on closed-circuit television. That's the kind of drawing card he is, if we have the opportunity to get Andre back again, either later in 1982 or 1983. If you've not yet seen him, don't miss the opportunity to see him, because he is truly unbelievable. It's, well, I've tried to describe it to, I guess, literally hundreds of thousands of people on television, and you just can't do it. Andre the Giant, what a thrill it has been to have him here. What a thrill it's going to be to have the National Wrestling Alliance women. They've not been around for 2 or 3, 4 years. And we have the best that there is coming into the Northwest.
The next event will be a special challenge match. Matt Borne insisted on getting in the ring with Curt Hennig, and he accepted. So introducing in this corner, 242 pounds from Milwaukee, Matt Borne. His opponent in this corner, 238 pounds from Minnesota, Curt Hennig.
Well, a little, this has the air about it of maybe a little hallway, the door of the dressing room disagreement, maybe parking lot. Matt Borne challenging Hennig to get in the ring. Both these guys have wrestled on the card earlier, but they apparently somewhere along the line have gotten into it, and they're going to carry it in between the ropes. One fall or to a TV time limit. The insult slap to start it by Matt Borne. Hey, you may want to just hold on to your seats in this one. We might have a gem of lamb coming along here. Put it another way, these two guys just don't like each other a whole lot. Now you might ask, what's going on here? They're slapping, it can't hurt that much. Well, it doesn't hurt maybe the cheek. But you're before a few thousand people here, and it sure hurts the pride. Go behind, take down by Borne, but not able to get a handle yet. And squirming his way out of any hold that Borne would try to put on. Go behind, body lock and a takedown. Well, they're going to start out after the slapping with wrestling. We're going to keep the slapping going. But this is beginning, with the exception of slapping, to be a wrestling match, not a fight. I have my fears that it'll deteriorate. But right now you're seeing body lock. Then the takedown, the man trying to get a hold. He'd be getting a little riding time is all. I guess he wouldn't either, because he's not actually getting a hold. There into the ropes. Sandy Barr, the referee, says break. And that was more than a slap. That was a punch. Left cross delivered by Borne. Knee left on Hennig. Sellout crowd looking on at the sports arena. Headlock from behind. Headlock from behind. Matt Borne, son of Tough Tony Borne, in there. In against Curt Hennig, son of Larry the Axe Hennig. And you can bet that the Axe and Tough Tony went at it in years past. Both occasionally still climbing the ring, both in the shape to do it. Talking about the fathers now. Top wrist lock. Trip takedown by Matt Borne. Big time wrestling coming your way. KIMA in Yakima. KEPR. Keeper out of Kennewick for the Tri-Cities. And Clue, KLEW in Lewiston, Idaho. A takedown that time with the help of a handful of hair by Matt Borne. And of course Q13 over in the Puget Sound area. We'll remind you once again, although it seems like a lot of people don't listen. The last time we were preempted, we had a number of calls. People said Frank never said anything about it. Well, I'll repeat it again for the 97th time probably. On May 29th, Big Time will be seen at 1 p.m. 1 in the afternoon, an hour after noon. An hour after the hour of 12 o'clock noon, 1 p.m., May 29th, because Q13 will be bringing you the Indy 500 parade, and it'll be live. Ooh, elbow smash. Oh, that was going to smear him, but he missed it. Foot stomp between the shoulder blades. Shinlock being applied by Matt Borne on Curt Hennig in a match made during the matches tonight. Earlier on, these two guys got hot at each other. Borne said to Hennig, if you're so tough, you want to whip me, let's get in the ring. And down on one promoter, Dutch Savage, promoter matchmaker, said, you guys want to do it, we'll put you on. Last match of the night, you climb in there and go at it. That's what they are doing right now. You're seeing what used to be called a Little Red Barn match. Shot to the head. Turnbuckle treatment. Right now, Matt Borne, I think, is pretty well in hand. Puts the whip on Hennig. Left hand. Matt Borne delivering. And whip. Another couple of the wrestlers standing by if this match ends. We've still got time. We're going to do some special interviews for you. Roundhouse right, thrown by Hennig, drop kick. Over the top rope, Matt Borne goes flying, fortunately lands on his feet. shut. Borne gets Hennig outside the ring. Slams his head into the apron. Now Borne back in the ring. See if he can put him away. Left hand, the whip. It's reversed. Over the top rope. Borne goes flying. Well, his particular plan there didn't work. Borne being worked on while he's on the apron. Curt Hennig, and Borne's down on the concrete again. In June, BTW going to bust out all over. Remember, the first Wednesday in June will be in Seattle. Later on in June, Tacoma, Longview, Hermiston across the river into Oregon, Yakima, Centralia. A lot of action coming your way in the Evergreen State. Going to be a great summer for pro wrestling. And when we talk about pro, we're talking about big time. Being counted off. Borne had the head scissors. Now side headlock for the takedown by Hennig. Reverse to a head scissors. You saw the hair being pulled. Sandy Barr apparently did not. He suspects the crowd alerting him, but he didn't say it. While the discussion goes on, Hennig is caught in the head scissors. Borne denying it. Two of the young lions in pro wrestling. Curt Hennig in against Matt Borne. We got one of the finest field, if you want to call it that, of young wrestlers anywhere in the world right here in the Northwest. You saw Tommy Rogers in action. Hacksaw Sawyer is a great one. The British heavyweight. British heavyweight champion, I should say, Chris Adams. Borne and Hennig in a grudge match. A leapfrog by Hennig. Comes back with a rolling head scissors, the takedown. A fine rolling head scissors by Hennig. I've never seen him make that move before, and he made it well. And Borne is able to reach the ropes with his feet. That's going to call for the hold to be broken. Body slam. Borne right in the middle of the ring. Hennig nails him with an elbow, covers him with a body press, hooks both legs, still not enough to put him away. Into the ropes, whipped across the ring. Catches him with the grapevine, the abdominal stretch. Borne caught in the grapevine. Referee asking him, you want to give it up? No, it's a definite submission hold. It's frequently broken in the last few years. If you can get your leverage just right, you can bring the man over the top. For years, it used to be you were caught in this hold and the party was over. And I'll tell you, Hennig has it applied awfully well. Borne has not been able to do anything with it as far as escaping. Is he out of it? The arm dropped twice, rather, the third time. He's able to hold it, and he got a handful of hair to assist him in pulling Hennig over the top that time. Taking him into the ropes, a shot into the middle of the back. Now what a treat. Got the opportunity to talk to Andre the Giant. Hope that you enjoyed that interview. Seldom see him on TV. Hennig trying to move him into a Boston crowd. And he's got him there. Hennig with Borne, and Borne, the only way he could get out of it, gets to the rope. Able to pull himself outside the ring on the rope. Otherwise, he was all through. Whip, drop kick, nails him. Matt Borne down hard, another one, and he gets out of the way. And when you miss those suckers, you're in trouble. It's exactly what has happened to Hennig. His head crashed into the canvas and nearly pinned. Looked like it was going to be. Your feet hit nothing but air, and you go down out of control. The way you fall determines, hey, roll up. It's small package. Count of 2, but not of 3. By Curt Hennig, close but no cigar. Left hand delivered by Matt Borne. Coming back at Hennig. Body slams him. And he's going to go for what his father used to call the atomic drop. Check that, bombs away. Lonnie Main called his the atomic drop. I'll check that again. Matt Borne. Tony Borne called it the atomic drop. And he falls on the top rope at the bell.
A big-time wrestling card, the Major League of Wrestling in the Pacific Northwest. You're going to be seeing this young man on the card. British heavyweight champion, Chris Adams. Welcome to the Northwest, Chris.
Thank you, Frank. It's a little difficult for me to say everything that I would like to say, but I'll try and get as much in as I can anyway. The first thing is, I've been all over the world wrestling. I've been to Japan, I've been to Mexico, I've been to Europe, England, all over the place, and I just like to say that up here in Washington and Oregon, this is the most beautiful country that I have ever been in. It's beautiful. So that's my first impression, and being here tonight, the people are beautiful too. I mean, they're a fantastically receptive audience, so that's fabulous. The second thing is this. I notice you have a lot of big wrestlers here. Now that's fine, because that means there's a lot of competition. But let me tell you, those big guys, they don't worry me, and I am quite prepared to put my British Championship belt on the line to any one of them. So if any one of those guys wants to take me up on that, they're quite welcome to. And furthermore, if I can beat these guys, then that means that I've got a good chance of a crack at World Championship stuff. So, you know, these people are very, very high class in the wrestling world. So if I beat these, this means that I'm well in with a chance for a World Championship.
I tell you, I've seen the man in the ring, and he's capable of doing it. So keep your eyes on Chris Adams. Chris, thanks a lot for coming up talking to us.
Okay, thank you.
Chris Adams, don't forget that name. You're going to hear a lot about him.
2 weeks in a row. Excuse me. 2 weeks in a row, Wednesday, May 26th, and then following June 2nd on that one, the women tag team champions. Joyce Grable and Betty Richter. Wendy Richter, that is, will be on that card. Tommy Rogers, as usual, has to give away some size, but we'll try to make up for it with speed. Over east of the mountains, and the 21st is going to be in Yakima. So keep that in mind, you folks over there. Jack Webb will keep you up to date on what's happening. For regular viewers, a last reminder that next, I believe it's next weekend, May 29th, Big Time Wrestling will be on the air at 1 p.m. rather than the usual noon show. KCPQ Q13 is broadcasting the Indianapolis 500 parade live on that day, so it makes it necessary to move Big Time back to 1 o'clock. That's on May 29th. And anybody out there who might be with a group or organization that'd like it to sponsor a card, particularly up north, up and around Bellingham and Everett, in that area, I'd like you to get a notepad or something, a pen, pencil, we're going to give you the phone number to call if you'd like to sponsor a card and raise some money for your charitable group, organization, school group, fraternal, whatever it might be. Give you the phone number here in a little bit, or you can call Monday through Friday only, please. And the people calling at midnight on Saturday night, which is kind of ridiculous, but there's no explaining some people. Well, regular business hours, you get the information direct from Dutch Savage, the promoter for Washington. Give you complete details on how you can sponsor Big Time Wrestling card. Whoa! The insult slap with a little snap to it. Borne cracked Rogers pretty good, side of the head. Tommy Rogers from Hattiesburg, Mississippi. Fans have really gotten behind him. I also like this Chris Adams. He was on our card earlier tonight. Saw him on that opening interview. Seattle fans, remember now, we are coming up with 2 in a row on the Big Time Show. 2 Wednesdays in a row. Normally we go every other Wednesday, as you know, in Seattle Center Arena. And then at other times all over. Oh, never seen that before. Put him to the ground and just slapped him a lot. He's complaining to referee Sandy Barr. Barr says, hey, it's open hand. It's legal. Stretcher match coming up. Joyce, Grable, Wendy, Richter. Johnson and Sawyer doing some teaming up. Different places all over the Evergreen State. Side headlock. We're going to have 3 one-fall matches for you, so you're going to see 6 guys in action. A lot of good action on today's Big Time Show. On our Big Time Wrestling Network. Throughout the state of Washington, as well as in Idaho, over KLEW in Lewiston, and the signal goes strongly to our friends up in Canada. 1. And that is all. Climbing the ladder. Keeping the hold, and Rogers takes Matt Borne over the top and to the mat. Borne going to the trunks and caught doing it. Side headlock. Hattiesburg, Mississippi's Tommy Rogers with the hold. Matt Borne from Milwaukee, Oregon. He's just outside of the city of Portland. Takedown. Sandy Barr suspects hair was pulled, didn't see it, so he doesn't call it. A phone number to call, especially you fans up in the Bellingham and Everett area. Finding out how to sponsor a card, call Monday through Friday, regular business hours of 9 to 5. Area code 206, which is your area code, I do believe. But I'm not sure, so I'll give it to you. Area code 206, 686-3085. That is Big Time Wrestling Office. 686-3085. Call that number. Find out how you could sponsor a card, make a pretty good piece of change. Matt Borne working on Rogers in the bottom rope. Seattle this week and again next week. Got to the midsection. Takedown, use of the hair, right in front of Sandy Barr. Referee calls it on him. Reverse hammerlock. It's now dropped, and they are standing toe-to-toe and swinging. Tommy goes back for a little extra. Came off the rope with the roundhouse right. Put Matt Borne to his knees. Caught him with a knee coming off the ropes. Now, taken into the corner and hard whipped. It's reversed. Borne put hard into the corner. A young lad from Hattiesburg getting a little hot, working on Borne. Turnbuckle treatment for Matt Borne, and again. And he's caught outside, talking about Rogers. He's caught outside. Matt Borne failed to break on the order of the referee. Headlock by White Cloud on Sawyer. Sawyer sporting a new pair of boots. And reaches around, comes up with the head scissors. Hacksaw Sawyer with the head scissors on White Cloud. White Cloud trying to find a way out of the hold. The head scissors put on him. And he escapes it, and he's got the ankles pinned together. Hacksaw now the one in trouble and trying to find a way out. Sawyer, his ankles are pinned together by the knee of White Cloud. Spinning toe hold. Hack Sawyer not only breaks the hold, comes up with his own. Few of the fans yelling figure four. Hacksaw Sawyer very effective with the figure four. And he is content right now to work on the toe hold. Circle in, go behind, full Nelson. Led by White Cloud. Sawyer, got to find a way out of this one. Looks like he's going to try to muscle out of it. I don't know if he's found any way of getting out of it. The arm up twice and down twice. Third time he holds it up. He's still aware of where he is and what's happening. I'm not sure he knows quite what to do. He does go for the muscle out and reverses it. And he puts the full Nelson. White Cloud breaks the hold. He's back with a judo chop and a kick. Gonna whip him into the ropes. Catches him with a headbutt to the midsection. Over the top. The victory roll. Could be it right here. Count of 2, that's all. Eagle literally kicked his way out of it. Front headlock, and he slips that, comes up with a hammerlock. On the reversal, White Cloud with the hammerlock down on the mat. On Sawyer. When you make your ticket reservations with Penelope Lane at Seattle this week, might just as well line them up for 2 weeks in a row. 2 great shows coming your way. And Sawyer with some sportsmanship. Leg dive, takedown. He gets a hold of the leg. Didn't take him down with it, now does. Kicks out that other leg. Outside toe hold. Hacksaw, he's saying ask him. You may want to submit on this one. Outside toe hold. Hacksaw went with a double leg, reverse double leg drop, missed it, and that hurts when you miss. White Cloud the whip into the corner on Hacksaw. Kick to the midsection, going to bring him out with a whip. Looks like it. Yes, it's reverse. Leg dive for the takedown. Spinning toe hold, not going for the figure 4 leg lock, which would almost certainly put it away. Hacksaw quite possibly saving that for special occasions. If you've got a very, very good finishing hold, you don't always want to show it off to everybody. Well, missing with the big splash, flying body press, the bell rings. Hacksaw says, I'm just going to help him up. Billy White Cloud, Sawyer go to a time limit draw. Hacksaw wanted to shake hands. White Cloud isn't sure. Oh, wait a minute now. Now Hack's a little hot. I think he's saying I didn't hear the bell. We like to hear from you. We like to have you drop a letter to the management, to the program director or general manager of the station on which you're watching. Whether it be PIMA in Yakima, Clute, Lewiston, Keeper, and Kennewick. If you like what you see, we'd appreciate you telling those folks. If you don't like what you see, we'd appreciate you telling us, and we will take a look at it. And we're willing to take a look at criticism. See if we can do anything to enhance the show? I'd like suggestions. Miller taken into the corner. The dancing man doing a little dancing. Rocky Johnson. Side headlock, Miller. With the hold on the Rock. Rocky Johnson caught in the side headlock. Miller with the hold. Underneath, up, catch him with the hip toss. Nail him with a drop kick. That's what Rocky Johnson's doing. These suggestions come in a hurry. Just had one about enhance the program by shutting up, I think was the way it was put. But if I did that, they might find out that the show doesn't need me. Well, we wouldn't want that to happen. Rocky Johnson, Mike Miller, one fall bout. Miller made with the fist in the boxing stance. Rocky, who's boxed for a number of years, was on Muhammad Ali's staff as a sparring partner. Looked at him and kind of grinned and said, "I'm ready to go." Sandy Barr is telling him no fist. He said he wanted to go at it. Looked like the exchange was, Sandy said, "I'm the referee. And I say no fist." And doing a little dancing. Put in a slap. A slab, as they became known, combination between a slap and a jab. Sandy Barr insisting that it will be a wrestling match, not a boxing match. I think Miller glad the time is going by while all this is happening. They lock up, side headlock. Miller. That looked like a karate chop. Can't say for sure. Side headlock, Miller. Whatever it is, he laid it in on the Rock again. Knee drop. Covered with the body press. Well, kicks out of it. Miller with the headlock on Johnson, takes him to the canvas. Cameras very clearly showed that it was through the use of the hair. Working the side headlock. Mike Miller working it on Rocky Johnson down on the canvas. Final match of the day. Earlier on, Matt Borne was disqualified, giving Tommy Rogers the win, and Billy White Cloud. Hacksaw went to a time limit draw. Miller still working it. Still got the headlock on the rock. Sandy Barr is the third man in the ring. A lot of ringsiders not terribly happy with him right now. Barr continually asking if Rocky wants to submit. That's why he had the hand out. If Rocky would say yes, he tapped Miller on the shoulder, tell him it was over and break it. But Rocky hanging in. Up on his feet now, getting punished. Thumb out of the side headlock. Snap mare. He lands on his feet. Catches a kick to the midsection. No, didn't have any comeback now. Got him in a backslide. Turns him over. 2 and 3. Rocky Johnson. Bang, bang, bang.
Borne. His opponent in this corner, 232 pounds, from London, England, Chris Adams.
Chris Adams, the British heavyweight champion. Good luck. That's a young man. A lot of speed, a lot of agility, and uses his feet particularly well. And I think we'll just wait till we get in the match. Probably see a demonstration of it. Sandy Barr is the referee. Chris Adams extends the hand of sportsmanship, and Borne shakes it. And we're ready to get the action underway with the ringing of the bell. Our main event on today's show, Curt Hennig challenging for the heavyweight championship of the Northwest, held by Rip Oliver. The news in the Northwest, Buddy Rose is back. That's right. The Playboy is returning. By the time you're watching the show, he'd probably be in action. Into the ropes. And Adams giving a shove by Borne on the break. Gets him a little hot. They lock up, top wrist lock. Borne on Chris Adams. He turns it underneath to a hammerlock on a reversal. Going for the reversal again. Borne couldn't get it. And there's a little trip shove by Chris Adams, paying Borne back for what he did. Adams and the referee both saying, one apiece. You did it first, pal. They trade blows off the ropes. And Adams after Borne. Borne's backing up. Didn't turn out too well in that last exchange. The Hammerlock, Chris Adams from London, England, British heavyweight champion. And there's what I mean by the use of the feet. He used that, all I know to call it is a judo kick. He works it on a spin, or off a spin actually, as he turns into a spin and brings the feet up high, and it's completely legal. He catches the man with the sole of the boot, and he really gets some power into them. Doesn't seem to overuse it, just uses it when he gets the opportunity. Doesn't try to force it, in other words. But it's very effective when he does use it. Chris Adams, the young man's name. Jerking on the armbar. Turns it over. And a reversal. Borne. The whip. No, he gets caught on the whip. And the kick takes his feet from underneath him. Arm drag slam. And Matt Borne not having anything working very well for him. Decides to bail out and take a little walk. Qualification. Borne continue to work on Adams. Adams given a win on a DQ. The show by the time restrictions of the schedule of the station on which you're watching. You see usually 4, sometimes 6 wrestlers. We do want to remind you that on all the cards coming your way, you'll not only see, as you did, Adams and Borne, and here Hennig and Oliver, wrestlers earlier on that you've not seen but will, wherever big time comes to your area. Hacksaw Sawyer, sensational young Tommy Rogers. Sawyer and Rogers have teamed, incidentally. The big fella, Dizzy Hogan, Mike Miller. Dr. D from Tennessee, David Schultz. Buddy Rose is back. And, of course, Rocky Johnson has some stretcher matches coming up. So what you see here on Big Time are some of the stars of Major League Wrestling here in the Pacific Northwest. But you certainly don't see all of them. And so we do want to tell you they are all on the cards. Anywhere from 10 to 12, 13 wrestlers. Major League. On big time cards wherever you might be watching from the Canadian border. In fact, we understand there's some friends up at Burnaby, I believe it is, that catch the show. And we would have some kind words about the program were passed on to us. We want to thank those fans. All the way down to the California border. Big time wrestling. This is for the title. An armbar. Curt Hennig, the father, or rather the son, of Larry Hennig, Larry the Axe, who was put out of action for a few weeks. He's returned to Minnesota. The Army did that to him. Whether the Army will regroup or not is not yet known. Buddy Rose returning to the Northwest. On hearing that news, one man that questioned whether Buddy Rose would take over as the kingpin here in the Northwest is Dr. D. And a lot of others, Hacksaw Sawyer among them, saying, hey, the man left, the man was beaten. When you're beaten and you have to leave, you don't come back in and take over. It's not done that way. So a lot of things are going to be seen in the next couple of months. We expect wrestling to really, really take on a new look and a lot of new activity with the likes of Rose returning. Chris Adams on the scene. Chris Adams is going to have a lot to say, we predict, about what happens in pro wrestling circles. Armbar turned over, knee drop. Curt Hennig, another young man on the rise. If he can win that championship strap here today, he too will be a big factor. Rip Oliver right now is. He owns both belts. He shares the tag team titles with Matt Borne. And he holds, of course, the Northwest heavyweight title. Oliver's from Florida. Curtis Hennig from Minnesota. Frank Bonema calling the action for you on BTW. Glad to be here with you every weekend, whether it be in Western Washington over Q13. Arm drag slam. Hope you enjoyed the parade that was on earlier today. Hope you remembered that we are on today an hour later than usual. Normally we're on at noon on Q13. Working on the left arm. Curt Hennig on Rip Oliver. You're seen east of the mountains, or should we say mountain now, with St. Helens gaining such prominence. Anyway, over there in eastern Washington and into Idaho, we're seen on KIMA out of Yakima, Keeper, KEPR in the Tri-Cities. Clue in Lewiston, Idaho. We're in the first fall action for the championship, and Hennig is tenacious, working on the left arm. Remember, we're doubling up 2 in a row on a big-time wrestling show as far as the Queen City is concerned. Seattle Center Arena, we're back in again this week. Got a card last week. We've got 2 in a row, and then we will return to our every other Wednesday cards in Seattle. Naturally, the hub of all of the wrestling in the Northwest at the Seattle Center Arena. They'll tell you more about specifically what's going on, and it's a barn burner this week. Sandoval, the referee, checking with Oliver. Does he want to give it up? Winglock being worked. The left arm taking a lot of punishment from Curt Hennig. Oliver trying to find a way out of it. Oliver kind of pleased Buddy Rose's return. Might be the only one in the whole Northwest. Matt Borne didn't get too excited about it, I'll tell you that. Elbow smash, back of the head. Oliver getting to young Hennig right now. But Hennig up, grabs the left arm, spins for the takedown. Leg drop across it and back to the wing lock. Oliver throws him off. Flying tackle. Oliver goes down. He's up. Put down again. Dives underneath that one. Catches. Hennig grabbed the hair and shoved him through the ropes. Now there you see a veteran making the move he had to make. That left arm is hurting. Circulation has been cut off. What can you do to buy yourself some time? One thing is to throw the man through or over the ropes. Hope that he lands down there hard. That you get a little time and then be able to come back and go on the offense. And you see Oliver, the veteran, doing just that. Anybody who thinks there isn't planning, there isn't strategy in professional wrestling, just doesn't pay much attention. We don't get into it a whole lot because we've seen, the left arm wrapped around the ring post. I sometimes think, as Don Meredith once said about football, you announcers sure have made this a difficult game. But there are intricacies in all of the sports, and that includes wrestling. You see Oliver right now proving that point. And now you see Hennig showing that you can't get too far down and you get hurt. You got to come swinging back. Oliver again. Now he cannot get a pin with that hold. In fact, he must be letting go of it momentarily. Sandy Barr's not counted him off yet. To 5. Suplexed him. Back in the ring. Covers with a body press and he does not have the first fall. The shoulder breaker. The shoulder breaker and the body press. This will certainly be the first fall. Level own Little Jack Webb from the Yakima Valley. Hennig coming back hard. Turnbuckle treatment. Far neutral corner on Oliver. Taken to the other corner. Turnbuckle treatment. Hennig trying to hurt his opponent and hurt him big early on here in the second fall. He's got to win this one. Watch out, he gets dumped over the top. That shoulder is still hurting. He grabbed it, he hit the rope. As he went over the top. And he's going to work on it some more. This is no DQ, but you can be counted out of the ring, because naturally, whether it's no DQ match or not, you got to keep it between the ropes. Oliver working on the man. The left arm, the one that he puts in there, and I don't know if you caught it or not, but Sandy Barr made a motion, just a shrug of the shoulders. Some fan, I think, was yelling, count him off it. And it is a no DQ match. Remember that. And excuse the cough, please. A billy goat butt and then a right arm judo chop by Hennig. Backed Oliver up for a moment. But the Floridian is right back at him. Suplex using the left arm. Now the elbow to the left arm. That's what he'll work on. You get a man hurt, covers him with a body press. Nearly 2 straight falls. You better have a standby bout ready in the dressing room. As Oliver has got Hennig in trouble. Oliver, a veteran of the ring wars. He campaigned a lot as part of the army of Buddy Rose. Before that, he did very well on his own, winning the Mid-Atlantic States Heavyweight Championship, a Florida title. Currently, he's the holder of both belts here. Whoa! He missed with the turnbuckle. He tried to slam Curtis Hennig's head to the turnbuckle. Hennig somehow avoided it. Came back and got Oliver, but that left shoulder is still painful. Hennig comes back swinging with the right arm. At least he's able to lift the left arm up to shoulder level that time, but whether he can do anything else with it doesn't look that way, and of course that means Oliver's going to go right back at it. Wraps it around the arm. Oh, the arm around the rope, I should say, and kicks on it. Up over the top. This time it is Oliver. Oliver bouncing off the edge of the apron, and I hurry to explain that that is like a steel rail holding the boards in that form the platform of the ring. That edge of the apron is angle iron. You bounce off that, and it smarts. Hennig might have bought a little time. Got Oliver that time. Swinging at him on the ropes. Remember, it's no disqualification. Turnbuckle treatment on Oliver. The champion defending the title against the challenger, Hennig. The champion one fall up. Uses the right arm. Seems to be getting some use of the left arm back. That ties Oliver up, literally ties him up in the top two ropes. And he continues to rain the right arms on him. He's not throwing any left-handed punches yet. Drop kick. Put him to the mat with that one. Will he try the same thing again? Oh, he went with the right arm. A roundhouse right. Dumped Oliver on the mat, and this match is all even. Hennig, Bellingham, Everett, that whole area up there by the border. If you'd like to find out about putting on a card, particularly in that area, you know, we run in Seattle regularly, so it's kind of hard to get into the real close-in communities there. With regular cards in Tacoma and regular cards every other week in Seattle. But we would like to sponsor some cards in Bellingham, Everett. Call area code 206-686-3085, 686-3085. And that's what some people did in Yakima some time back, Centralia, not too long ago. Elmira, Oregon is another place. Amboy, Washington, Tenina. People called, says, oh, we put on a card. Dutch Savage told them. Oliver, Rip Oliver talking to the referee. I think he's saying, I hurt my shoulder on my wrist. And Sandy Barr saying, well, what do you want? You want me to end the match and give it to Hennig? No, I didn't want that. So we will resume third fall action. Hennig turning it into an armbar. Oh! Slams it in the turnbuckle. I think it's the wrist that he talked about, and that, of course, gives Hennig the cue to go to work on that spot. There are times both these wrestlers have wrist wrapping, taped wrists. There are times when a wrestler, say he hurts his left arm, will purposely tape the right arm to try to throw an opponent off. I don't think that was the idea here of Oliver. Hennig working on Oliver for the title. Oliver shares the tag team title with Matt Borne. Borne up in the crow's nest now, watching the action from up here. And a very serious look on his face right at this point. Hammerlock, face lock. Combined. Hennig working on Oliver. Oliver had him hurt. Only won the first fall with the shoulder breaker, but Hennig has been able to fight his way back. Left arm wrapped around the rope. Remember, it's a no disqualification match. Arm bar. The whip into the rope. Whoa, caught him. With a flying body press, no. Looked like he might have him. Got a 2 count. Couldn't get the 3. Kick to the rib cage. Turns the left arm over again. Curt Hennig, the challenger. The Northwest Championship on the line. Rip Oliver defending. Hammerlock. The arm stuck back there, and Hennig putting kicks on it. Inside cradle, small package almost got the win. Talking about the Playboy, Buddy Rose returns. He'll be on that Seattle card this week. He'll be in Tacoma the 6th, Pendleton the 13th, Hermiston on the 14th. The return of the Playboy. Hennig is in trouble. Vision obscured, coming up behind him, nailing him. Double club blow. Through the ropes, Hennig. Hard down on a concrete floor. He took a shot. Going out after him. Oh. Oliver just cramming a young lad from Minnesota into that ring post. Got a ringsider down there, another one of those that, well, let me just say that when you pay your ticket to watch the matches, make sure that's what you do. Oh, Oliver got it. He'd taken Hennig all the way down to try to get him in that near neutral corner ring post. Hennig stopped short. Oliver hit it. We might have a double count out. We still won't have a decision here. There's no disqualification, but they can be counted out of the ring. And at this point, they're close to it. Now they got back in time. They beat the count. Hennig threw Oliver in the ring and then climbed in after him. We're at a fall apiece. Double knee left. Elbow drop. 1, 2. 2 3/4, but that's all. Roundhouse right on Oliver. Rocky Johnson not here today, but he'll return within a few days. He's got the Cobra clutch. He's putting a sleeper on him. The Cobra clutch, and we might see the title change in hands right here. Oliver in the Cobra clutch put on by Hennig. Hennig learned this one from his daddy. Puts a man away, cuts off that blood supply to the brain. And it looks like we got a new champion. It looks like Hennig has taken the title. The arm lifted once, dropped, twice dropped, 3 times dropped. Now he's still holding it. The Cobra clutch being applied. Rip Oliver not out yet. Oliver holding on. The Cobra clutch. He's trying to put him to sleep. trying to reach the rope. Sandy Borne leaning against it, keeping it just out of his reach. Time limit. Now, wait a minute. I think it's the time limit. It's not a win. It
cut me open, but you should see him while I did it. It looks like we're not going to be able to meet in the Seattle Center Arena in a street fight because the man is out and down and cannot wrestle anymore. I hurt him. I split him wide open, and right now he's on the way to the hospital. Playboy is still standing with Matt Borne's blood. I'm cut open. I'm hurting, but I am still here. So bye-bye, Matt Borne, and hello, Buddy Rowe. God.
As you can tell, Matt Borne is not on any stretcher anywhere. You got a shot of that man. Oh.
Yeah, well, it doesn't look like I'm on my way to the hospital. I think Buddy Rose has got the table turned a little bit, Frank. You people didn't see it. You people didn't see it. You see a lot of blood on my face. But I tell you, there's no running in Seattle, Buddy Rose. The people gave me the match up there. There's no running. You can't get away from me the 16th, Rose. You're not going to get out of that Civic Center without drowning in your own blood. There's going to be an ambulance there, and it's going to be waiting for you, Rose. Because if you don't drown, you're probably going to die of loss of blood on the way to the hospital. The 16th, your butt is...
Fall, a relay team match with the battling women. Introducing, in this corner, the team of Joyce, Grable, and Wendy Richter. They are holders of the Women's World Champion team. Their opponents in this corner, introducing Sabrina and Victoria.
Victoria, a particular favorite here in the Northwest. She is from Oregon. Got her start up in Canada. Good shot of Princess Victoria, who took her feather, incidentally, went down and gave it to a young girl in the second row. Nice gesture. Wendy Richter and Joyce Grable are the tag team champions of the world. This is a non-title bout, one fall. And repeating this at the insistence of Sabrina and Victoria, saying that they wanted to prove to the people of the Evergreen State that the title rematch that they've got coming up, that they deserve it. Women a little bit, Grable and Richter getting into some talking with Sandy Borne, the referee. Oh, what a war we have had here. Well, the first skirmish, I guess. Well, on the beach. Aimed at Richter and Grable. Grable particularly, I think probably, they're saying, is maybe just a little rotund, carrying a little extra weight. Wendy Richter, I think, is claiming that Sandy Borne was getting just a little too familiar with the checkout there. Wendy Richter will start against Princess Victoria. These four women are among the top 7 ranked in the world. National Wrestling Alliance. They come to the Northwest for a very short period, 2 weeks only, from Canada, Tour of Canada, which they took after appearing in Madison Square Garden and the Capitol Center back in Maryland. The top of the crop. They wrestled in the Garden. The tag, Joyce Grable is in. And Sabrina will come in for Princess Victoria. They tie up. And Grable lets go with a hard right hand. Referee saying step back when I call a break. Top wrist lock. Sabrina working it on Grable. A namesake, I don't believe any relation to Judy Grable, who was one of the all-time great women wrestlers from the Seattle area. It's a few years back. You saw Grable pulling the hair, the crowd trying to alert Sandy Barr, but Wendy Richter has him occupied. Looking at chicken wing. Almost as much as the top wrist lock. Little double teaming on Sabrina. Covered with a body press. This is a one-fall bout. We've got Rocky Johnson yet to see in the card. Curt Hennig is scheduled. I'm not sure we'll get that match. Sabrina unloads on Grable. The tag in Wendy Richter. Richter was number 2 or 3 ranked for some time recently. Well, is still up among the top 4. But Princess Victoria's kind of thwarted her rise to the women's heavyweight championship held by the fabulous Moolah. And Princess Victoria's been at it less than a year. Another reason for no friendliness between these two teams, who, when they meet in Seattle, will be going after, will have the world's women's tag team title on the line. Double teaming. Sabrina gets caught in the corner. Sandy Barr trying to break it up. Richter, hip toss on Sabrina. Knee lift, side of the head. Sabrina caught over the top rope, belted by Richter. The whip. And the extended foot flying body press for the pin. No. Wendy Richter with the body slam. Reverse leg drop. The whip into the extended foot. Joyce Grable with that boot sticking straight out. Caught her on the chin. Wendy Richter working on Sabrina. Turnbuckle treatment. The tag, they're going to double team on the switch. Richter holds, Joyce Grable does the hitting. Sabrina's in trouble. And there's the tag. She gets the Princess Victoria, and Joyce Grable suddenly realizes I made a mistake. Could have kept her away from that corner. And a war dance by Victoria, but she too makes a mistake. Got in the enemy corner, but belts Richter. Lays one on Grable. Well, she got herself out of trouble. The tag, and Richter. Richter coming in. Working with the whip, and Richter outsmarted Princess Victoria. Body slams. Fine body press and misses. Grable in without benefit of a tag. She tries. Sabrina tries. Everybody's missing a flying body press. And nobody's in very good shape. Count is being told on Richter. She was the wrestler of record, and she didn't want to come in. She got helped in. Princess Victoria with a throw all the way across the ring. Here we go again. Propels her. Grable gets the tag. And a kick to the midsection. Knee lift to the midsection. Victoria dropped in the middle of the ring. Grable into the eyes. Princess Victoria in some trouble now. Whipped into the knee of Richter. Grable with the shin, the knee across the throat. Victoria set for the whip across the ring. Catches it to the midsection. And the wail on the beach cry. Going out for the benefit of Joyce Grable. Front headlock grab. The tag, Wendy Richter coming in. Grabs the hold, and a backbreaker on Princess Victoria. 1, 2, and she kicks out of it. Not quite close enough to get the tag on Sabrina. She's trying to get out of there. A flying mare with the use of the pigtails Princess Victoria wears. All the way over. There's the tag, and Sabrina's in. Sabrina, monkey flip off the ropes. Goes at her again, gonna bring another one. Catches a kick to the midsection. Richter gives the turnbuckle treatment to Sabrina. Grable assists in a little double teaming over there. They tag, and Grable coming all the way across the ring. Flying knee drop. Princess Victoria coming in to try to help her partner. While she's being chased out, they double team Sabrina. Richter's choking. Oh, Grable with a roundhouse right. Planted Victoria, and all this time Sabrina is being choked. Victoria thrown through the ropes. Looked like she landed on her head outside the ring. She's trying to get up in the ring. Grable put a foot to her, stopped her. Again, Victoria kicked to the floor. Victoria back in the ring. Arm drag, slam on Grable out of there. Richter working on Sabrina. He gets Richter off. Over the top. Victor rolls. Sabrina, 1, 2, 3, and they get the win. Sabrina and Princess Victoria teaming up to get a victory roll and a tag.
Wrestling, Joyce, Grable, Wendy, Richter.
All I got to say is we are still the champions. This was a non-title match, and we are still the champions. This match doesn't even count. Yeah, you saw it took 2 of them to beat us. Man, they can't beat us without 2 of them doing it. We're the champions, and we're going to stay the champions no matter who says what. Got that right.
That's what they have to say. Okay, they do still have the belts. We're going to keep it here and get another match out. We got a lot more action now. Things are happening. I tell you, the women are in, and they're not going to be in very much longer, 2 or 3 more days. So when you get the opportunity to see them, you better do it, because we don't know when they'll be back again. And we don't know if they will be for the top ones, such as we have this time. I think this is the best group of women wrestlers, ability-wise, that we have ever had here in... Miller back to work on Hennig. Takes him in to the far ropes. All the time talking John at the referee. Backdrop. Hennig's hurting, down on the mat. Knee to the head. And Hennig getting a couple shots at Miller from down on the mat. They're toe-to-toe and swinging. Trading blows. Hennig swinging from his knees. Now plopped unceremoniously down on the canvas. Double knee lift by Miller. Drops Curt Hennig. Picked up and body slam. Wanted to finish him off with the elbow. Hennig either saw or just felt it coming. He reacted to it. Just reflex action that he got out of the way. Now he comes back swinging. Catches Miller to the side of the head twice, 3 times. Miller back on him. And referee moved in to keep them apart. And Miller almost laid one on him. The bell ringing. Miller's going to lose this one. And the winner's share of the purse on a DQ. Dizzy. Up to speaking on the mic. Don Owen will do the introductions.
Final match of the evening will be 1 fall or 3 TV time limit. Introducing in this corner, 260 pounds from California, Dizzy Hogan. His opponent in this corner, 250 pounds, also from California, Rocky Johnson.
Rocky Johnson, headquarters out of California, actually his hometown, Charlotte, North Carolina. He spent a lot of time last few years in California. In Hollywood, as a matter of fact, part of that time, appeared in some television shows and motion pictures. And he has a brand new green jacket that is pretty flashy. Rocky Johnson, bodybuilder, real physical fitness nut. We got 2 strong men going against each other because Hogan is quite a weightlifter also. the chant. The Soul Man. One fall to a TV, time limit. Rocky Johnson showing a little footwork as he warms up. When you know how big Rocky is, you see him standing next to me. I go 6'3", about 270. Of course, my weight has nothing, doesn't correspond in any way to the weight of these guys. But Rocky goes around 250, 252. He's 6'4", something like that. And you see this Hogan towers over him. And these are two guys, weight is muscle. Or these two individuals. Rocky slipping the side headlock without much difficulty. Hogan says, check it out, will you? I think he's greased up. Sandy Bar checks. Finds nothing. So let's continue the action. A man who's made a great study of anatomy. Rocky has studied many of the martial arts. He studied anatomy. That's one of the reasons you get something Johnny Eagle taught me years ago, or didn't teach me, but told me about. You get a man, you make certain motions or movements that he reacts to, or he thinks he's actually tightening the hold on. You know what muscles are doing what. And you actually force him to relax the muscles that are holding you, and you can slip the hold easily. Doing a little dancing. One arm flip, the arm bar, and turns him over. Rocky Johnson. In against Dizzy Hogan. Referee is Sandy Barr. Rocky moving all the time, moving, dancing. And Hogan wants to lock up and test the strength between two muscle men. Rocky moves down, rolls under, and comes up with the hold. The upper hand, literally. Both of them. Hogan, not really a rookie. He's been around a couple of years, but a long way to go to learn the bag of tricks that Rocky Johnson carries with him. Former U.S. champion. Has at least twice that I know of gone to the time limit in world championship matches. Hogan saying that's strength, that's power. Johnson saying, well, he get power out of it. Checks his arms, and maybe I don't have the strength that I thought. Lock up, go behind it, full Nelson once again, Rocky. Putting it on the big man from Venice, California. Dizzy Hogan will try to power out of it and does it again. Rocky taking a look at the hands. And he is just a little bit in a quandary about this. Hogan, I think Hogan is inviting him to put it on. Rocky wiping the hands to get him dry. Oh, he's going to take him with a backslide.